Please put your hands together, everybody, for Chris Flight and Michael Lee, everybody. Welcome to the stage, guys. Thank you.
Here we are, testing.
Yeah.
We got gamers out here?
Hey, let's go.
All right, cool. I guess we're opening the gaming track here. So, let's talk about it. I think, first and foremost, my belief is that everybody's a gamer. I think that if you have grandparents, if you have people who are in your life that might be yelling at a TV, Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, maybe they're doing Sudoku or crossword puzzles, I think everybody's a gamer. And as we enter this Web3 and metaverse space, I think that, that's going to be a conversation that opens up community and doors. What do you think about people and gaming?
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. I think that gaming has always been a really important just aspect in life in general. I think that people who, have too much stress and, thoughts about certain things or wanting to learn, it's always been a blockage. And when you kind of gamify something, or when you put games into the mix of just having fun and enjoying something, it kind of opens the doors up to allowing your brain to want to learn more, And I think that gaming, especially in the NFT space, NFTs are very, Web3. We're all kind of geeks here, and for the main masses to really understand what technology this is, we have to kind of make it fun and make it where they want to know about it and want to learn about it. And I think that gaming is going to be, if not the biggest thing that happens to Web3 and NFTs. So yeah.
And gaming can be fun, and it should be fun. And I think when we talk about it too, those who are gamers out here, maybe they rage from day to day. Maybe it's not their best game. Maybe they're on a losing streak. But I think we know, and I don't think this is an assumption here, sometimes it could get a little toxic. And, maybe it's not the most welcoming as well. So when we talk about this inclusion, not only in Web3, but gaming as well, I have 3 daughters, come from a mixed family. I look at the state. I love being a gamer. I love embracing it. But when I think about the future of my daughters growing up, and I think how they can be gamers just like their dad, I get a little scared. I get a little afraid with the landscape that we're in today and what I hear, the sexism, the misogyny, the racism, the bigotry of keyboard warriors, because there's not any consequences really from the ecosystem right now. So I think we need to do better. And hopefully Web3 is a gateway for that, to kind of reset and do things with intention. What do you think about that? And just kind of even transitioning into to play to earn, how gaming play to earn can provide better opportunities for everybody.
Yeah, I see play to earn space as one. It's pretty early. We're obviously very early on all of this stuff, but especially in gaming, I think that there has to be an evolution of, a mindset kind of shift where people focus, and these companies, they focus on games first, I think that adding NFTs into everything and just being like, oh, yeah, let's just, try to have that, I don't think that's the right mindset. And I think that it's just going to take time. There's a lot of gaming companies, a lot of projects and teams working really hard to make a really solid project. But I think that if they focus on game first, making it actually fun first, and then implementing, okay, is NFTs, does it make sense for this game? Not every single game is going to need NFTs. Not every single game is going to need crypto. But the games that do, and do it in a smart and articulate way, I think is going to be the ones that are able to succeed and kind of be the forefront leaders of the space.
Gaming needs to be fun first.
100%. Yeah.
Absolutely. And not to name any, current games, but we're still early on in the ecosystem. And because when you have that, conversation about, hey, you could actually earn from this game, then it confuses the time spent in this game. Am I doing it because it's fun? Am I doing it to earn? And I think fun at the forefront is the key here. So we're still early on. There's amazing builders out there doing great things. And I know, Michael, you're doing some awesome things, not to make the rest of it about that, but I want to hear about a little bit of Joystick and what you founded and what you're aiming to do towards this new avenue.
Yeah, for sure. I guess just to also intro, because we didn't really fully intro ourselves either. My name is Michael Lee. I've been on social media as a creator for over 7 years, and if you guys do or may not know me, I'm mainly on TikTok, YouTube. I've been able to amass over 50 million followers, and I've been in the Web3 space for about like a year and a half now, going into 2 years, and I feel like there's a massive opportunity for just the masses to kind of get into Web3, just with the technology and everything involved, and especially with gaming. I have a massive passion for that because, gamer at heart. I think that it's going to be really cool to be able to kind of give the opportunity to people and show them like, hey, like if your passion is gaming, there's an opportunity to have a career and actually make an income with gaming. A lot of people were very kind of like naysayers when it came to social media and having a career with that. And for me, my whole passion and branding was to really promote and show people like, yo, social media is something that you can actually do. And whether you're a chef or whether you're a yoga instructor or a workout person, like, you're able to make a career out of that. And I think that with Web3, it just opens the doors even more, especially with gaming. And I've met so many gamers that are now just friends of mine in the Web3 space that, like, a few years ago, they didn't know what they wanted to do with their lives. And now with this opportunity with gaming, they're literally, doing that and having so much fun with that. So to segue into what I'm building, I'm co-founding a company called Joystick. And essentially what it is the next generation gaming ecosystem to empower gamers and teach them how to basically make money playing games that they love. And if they don't know how to, or if they have, little knowledge or little income or whatnot, we want to give them the opportunities to be able to basically, allow them to play the games and teach them how to become esports players, content creators, guild leaders, all of the above, and kind of just give them the opportunities that I feel like we all kind of deserve. So yeah.
And this is very complimentary. My name's Chris Flight, so little intro, bringing it back midway through the chat. I'm more on the marketing and management side. Have my own company, Flight Effect, and it's pretty complimentary because, well, one, I don't have Michael's dance moves, so you can check that out on TikTok. But really what he said is I have that management side of things, so I've worked with different creators from big public figures, but also those who are trying to transition maybe a full-time job into doing content creation, full-time streaming on like a day-to-day, their new job of what this new normal can look like. And to Michael's point, where's the guidance? Where's the system to kind of set it up? So if somebody's making that transition, where's their revenue coming through so they could have their livelihood of paying rent and living a comfortable life? And that comes from, advertising revenues, sponsorships. Maybe they need to launch merch. Like, it's all still being figured out. So we're kind of being the architects, but I think with Web3 and these opportunities to be, full-time content creators, there needs to be more guidance. And I think what Michael's doing with Joystick and, me fortunate to manage a lot of awesome creators, we're figuring it out together. And I think it's important, especially advertisers too. It's like where the eyeballs and the engagements is, and a lot of people have that right now. They just don't know how to navigate because they're a business, they're a brand. So I think there's a lot of opportunity here. And just kind of bringing it back, it should be inclusive. We're here at NFT.NYC, and I don't know if people are hearing the wag me in this bear market, but I think this bear market is good. It's extracting those who are not here for the right reasons, and I think the builders will continue to build in a bear market. And that's what we're doing here. That's why I hope everybody is attending here, and I think it's exciting. We're the architects, we're paving the roads.
Yeah, no, this is a new internet. Like, this is crazy. The amount of opportunity that we're all obviously here for a reason, So just that alone, and then the fact that even though we're down horrendously bad right now, we're still here and we're still, trying to grow and build this space together. I think it's we got something here for sure.
Absolutely, and I think for the last, few 5 minutes that we have here, it's kind of like, how does this future look? There's some guesses that we put out there. we talk about the metaverse and what that means and where it looks. I think through gaming, I think gaming is just a key of that conversation piece. Oftentimes, and a little stereotype here, but oftentimes males will not pick up the phone and call their male friend and say, hey, how are you? How are you doing? How's it going? How's your family? But they'll definitely play a game of, COD or League or whatever, and then that opens up the conversation, right? It's kind of like that entry point. And I think as we enter the metaverse, that'll be kind of the new norm of just like the social activity will be through gaming. So I think that, building this future is important, and if you're earning along the way, it's even better, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Are there any kind of, games on the radar? And quite honestly, I think Bryson is coming on a little bit later. Shout out to Bryson if you know him. And he does the work. He does the work to put in the time, to play the games, to give his honest opinion. So I think an hour or so you'll hear that conversation. But if you were to kind of make an ideal game of how a play-to-earn ecosystem looks, that's like your number one, what do you think that looks like?
I feel like there's so many different types of games, but if I had to be biased, I guess, it's interesting because it's kind of like there's already something working out there. For example, like Minecraft. Like Minecraft is the biggest game in the world. It has over 1 trillion views on YouTube, and it's not even a Web3 game, but the fact that NFT Worlds, for example, was able to utilize the technology and like the development side of that to actually make it a possibility to become a play-to-earn game was like insane to me. I think that when you start just seeing these games, like for example Fortnite, have these abilities of like these NFT capabilities of basically being able to sell it as NFTs or whatnot, but make it to where it's not like, oh, this is an NFT and you sell this. I think it's just like utilizing the potential of it, I guess. For example, like if you went on Fortnite right now and there was a sell button, people wouldn't instantly think NFT, But if they kind of like had that in the back end, I think NFTs and technology is like a back end thing. Like we don't have to put it out there and just be like, yo, NFT this and that. But if we start integrating this, and we've seen it with CSGO, CSGO skins, where those are really the first things that really happened in terms of that potential of this NFT stuff. I think that when we start seeing these games that are actually already working in the real world, start implementing in very subtle ways for people to be able to actually make incomes off of it, that's where we're going to find success. And one of the games, I'll give a shout out to a game that's coming out. If you guys look it up, it's super sick. My good friend Wenji, I met up with her a few months ago, and she was telling me about her game that she's making, and it's called Nyan Heroes. And pretty much what it is, it's a battle royale, right? So think Fortnite or whatnot, but you're playing against mechas, right? Death robot mechas, but they're piloted by these little cute Nyan like cats. So it's like a really cool IP that I was like, oh, that's sick. And I'm really excited to kind of like see it unfold. But these are games that are coming out that's not just like a very simple like, oh, no one's gonna like these Web3 games. Like I think Web3 games, a lot of companies are really seeing and understanding like, yo, this is a massive opportunity. And you're going to start seeing, like, if it's not now that a game that you like is 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, there's going to be so many different games at our disposal to be able to start playing and trying out that it's going to be pretty big for the shift in the masses for sure.
So frictionless integration within gaming is the key.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
I don't know. I don't completely get it. We as gamers want this, have wanted it forever since like vanilla WoW and like wanting to have our sick ass armor and just kind of like be able to sell it if we wanted to, right? We've wanted that forever. So I think, but there's this polarizing NFTs in gaming right now, but it's on a collision course and it's going to happen, but it needs to be frictionless and intertwined, right?
Definitely.
So we'll see how that future looks. But I know we're wrapping up here. Do you have any kind of parting words for our lengthy, title of a panel here, or fireside chat?
If I had final words, I would just say this is gonna happen. I think whether or not you're a supporter of the gaming space or the NFT space or whatnot, I think that it's gonna come no matter what. There's clearly a market for it, and this is only like we're only like the 1% of the world that is into this. So just imagining if there's a few more percent of the world that wants to do this, this is gonna grow no matter what, you know. And I think that there's gonna be people that want to build and that want to give this opportunity to the people who don't understand it. And I think it's just a matter of explanation and teaching people, you know, the right way. I think that we've been
Indeed. Hey, I got to cut you off. Time's up.
Oh,
Thanks,
for
gentlemen.
sure.
I really appreciate your time.
Oh, damn.
Chris, Michael, everybody, thank you. Give it up.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.